horrible, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see. Let's see, right there. Well, kind of, sort of. All right. Hey, fellow YouTubers. Corey here. I'm going to be having to improve the quality of this, obviously, in the future, but as this, the title says, is a declaration of intent for a writing candidate. This is going to be a message, and it probably won't get to them, but hey, you never know. Maybe it will. Mr. Trump had recently, there had been inquiries about an impeachment. I just got off the phone as of this morning with Chris Gatz, I think his name is. He is the Public Information Officer for the Michigan Department of Corrections. I had inquired and asked him if he could provide a paper copy of the 2017 Michigan Department of Corrections statistical report. He says, well, if you got a computer, you can print it off. So that tells me something right there. And it's this. Our state has went to the point of going to the constituency. Ignoration. It is a thing. Donald Trump, whatever your opinion may be of him, he used communication and not ignoration when it came to people. He's communicating is what we need. I'm running as a writing candidate for the 84th district in Michigan as a state representative. This right here is the Tuscola County development plan or master plan. I've read the entire thing. And one of the things that we lack out here is public busing and public transportation. It's very limited out here, which in not just this, but also it's called the TBHS or Thumb Behavioral Health System. Their master plan specifies that that there's almost an absolute need to have it for anyone and everyone, which is not the case. This video is going to be all over the place as a forewarning, but you'll understand why before long. So, example, Cenk Uygur. So, in the realm of current issues, Cenk Uygur recently declared that he was running for a congressman, right? Well, if he hears this, and this is for him, this is the California state constitution, okay? I had called, I think it was like 4 or 5 different districts in California in order to get this. I got it, but it wasn't through a district or state representative. I had to get it through your Capitol, which is a museum now. It's a museum, which speaks volumes. This right here is the Arkansas Constitution, the Arizonian Constitution, or the Arizona Constitution. I've been familiarizing myself with other states' constitutions, which I think there's a lack thereof. So the main reason I'm on here and the main reason I'm declaring a write-in candidacy for the 84th district, dear reader, as this is an educational letter, not withholding or without standing, I would like to mention a distinction between orthodoxy and unorthodoxy education. As I am someone who does not have formal degrees, so speaking in terms of how I've made it to this point, I consider myself an autodidactic polymath. There are people who have heard the term jack of all trades or a man of many hats. I do not claim to know everything or anything. The subjects that interest me are the arts, law, history, civics, and culture. In our state, an individual does not need a license to be a marketing consultant. What am I in the business of marketing? Simple: freedom, liberty, and independent thought. I had handed an olive branch a couple years ago in 2017 to Edward Campfield. He was our state representative. And I got a response back in a letter. Dear Mr. Firestone, thank you for sharing your presentation in support of a law reader or apprenticeship program in Michigan. I found it very interesting and appreciate you taking the time to voice your opinion. Several states allow apprenticeship programs in place of law degrees as a prerequisite to taking the bar exam and practicing law. For example, students in New York, Maine, Wyoming must have some combination of law school and an apprenticeship, while in Virginia, Vermont, and Washington and California are not required to obtain a degree at all. However, individuals who take the bar exam without attending law programs approved by the American Bar Association are far less likely to pass and practice law. Currently, Michigan does not allow an individual to pass the bar exam and practice law without first obtaining a degree from an approved school. I will be sure to keep your presentation in mind and share it with my colleagues should the topic of law apprenticeships come before the House of Representatives. Thank you again for reaching out to me and sharing your thoughts on this issue. If I can provide further assistance or if you have any questions regarding state government, please do not hesitate to contact my office at, and then he left a number. So I had handed the olive branch out, and this was the response that I had got. This here is our state constitution in Michigan, and in the first, 3 pages, I believe it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5 pages technically. It's the Declaration of Rights. See, the thing is in mental health, you have rights. You get handed a rights booklet in any setting in our state, when it's a home, a clinic, a facility, it doesn't matter. When you receive mental health services in our state, I haven't for almost 5 years now, but you're handed a rights booklet, okay? And there's a people that work in those settings that are called rights advocates or rights officers. And I think when the system came to the point of going, I think it is about time to allow an apprenticeship program in our state. I mean, and I would even go as far as to say any other state. And what that would be is the line in the sand of no more are we being ignored. Trump, you had the apprenticeship, the TV show. I think it is prime opportunity. So you definitely have my support if you were to try to start a program like that. And so speaking from a top-down and bottom-up approach, I'm running as a write-in candidate for the 84th district here in Michigan for Tuscola and Huron County. And in regards to the recent wanting to redraw the lines in our state, we are going to redraw the lines specifically, which is gerrymandering, to stop gerrymandering. So if I'm still in the same district by 2020, well, that would be the district that I'm running in, is the 84th. So, yeah, I will talk to y'all later. And obviously, I know the quality of this is going to suck with the video, but that's all right. I will talk to y'all later.